I get a from 5, to be honest. What I wanted to be was a sexologist.
What is that?
Yeah, no, what is that?
Hello.
Dumelang ra go amogela mo bank Botswana land re ka go thusa yang o bua le rre Philip
Dumela rre Philip. Oabile le rre mo khora tsotlhe. Ha ke tsira wa nkitse. Ke na le mathata rre go ha ke lebella go lebega banka e njela madi. Go lebega lo njela madi hela madi a kana ka sep. Khana to khana go charge. Ha ke tlhaloganya gore matsapa di a tsa kae mokwe.
rre makgona tsotlhe ke a go utlwa ke batla re o ntlhalosetse gore ke di charge tsa yeng molaetsa o ne go di le reng
Charge ya ntlhaela eng kutsa motoko ya ke a account maintenance. Ba tele madi ya sna kana separa account maintenance go na le charge ya KYC. Ha ke tlhaloganya gore ha go to KYC a charge la ke ne ke taboga ga malaba ke dira di KYC ke charge tswa eng go nna le charge ya balance check. Ha ke itse ha motho a checka mo dilo tse leng tsa o tshwanetse go charge wa re Philipi kganyo ka ke tlhaloganya a go lo ntlhalosetse go
ra tla ke go checkele mo systeming ka kwano
wa jwa hela gona wa jwa hela mo batsa lo ja ntsoma wana
ra nya di charge tse o ra ke di charge tse ileng gore di teng hela di nna di le teng tsone dia ke di charge tse di nang di le teng hela kgwedi le kgwedi ga di se di change
di diriswa jang wa adjustment account maintenance go tawang a kere ke dilo tse di tshwanetse di ne di le teng ga ke re go ke mo ke hala tshwana a batho ba modimo batho ba modimo la re heletse
no ga se rona ba re go jala madi tla ke go tlhalosetse gore madi a go a jwa ke
a o ra yang o ra go a se tswane ilo se go njela madi monna
o bona ya ka ke lebile mo dipampiring tsa gago yana mo maranyaneng ya supa ha gore o sendetse sethunya 5,000
ya stunya monna stunya nthusa monna stunya nthusa Philipi stunya nthusa nna ka ya madi a ona le bogane go ratse bena go elela go ba go fingo mo fila mo go montse tswela re ke jwa keng man stunya ga thaloga
nya e supa gape ha le ha gore o kile ba sendela phele le khoni
ja ne ka le bese ke o ka ya mo
madi a teng ha wa kopanya nna 7,000
yo di tlo bola ke mo gatsa go ntse ke je wa bo
nya ke tswedi dilo tse di jang madi a gago
emna ya no ka malo re ka mo gala malo lo nyela malo ke fia go ira galang wa ham a go mo tlhalosetse madi a ga le ka ne monna
le a ke lebile ana lo no betsa maloba ile e tseni hala e betswa
ya no ham sa di alla na ene ha tsa go la bona lang teng
nya go a supa hala ga gore le mosadi tota ha wisko mo sendele sepe
wa buri khwedi le hamon ke ba ka ora nya ra ke go tlile Philipi ile ke a hupela mona tota hai mona me nya mona ke a uta Philipi lo njele banka yo ra njele lo anja lo njele ke jelwe
ke gone go themo le tlhoka thuso ka gone
mona ke jelo nya me go sia merra yo ke jelwe tota ke ba ka go ra kire yo hush.
All characters and events in this show, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language and due to its content, it should not be viewed by anyone. Baitsigadi le ditiragalo tse di supentshwang mo pontshong yana le fa ba theilwe mo bathong ba nnete ke tlhamane fela. Le mantswe a itiretsweng ga a dirwa sentle. Pontsho ena e na le mafoko a kgopisang. Ka jalo, e se ka lebelelwa ke mongwe le mongwe.
top-notch comedic entertainment.
Ditlamane le metlae fela.
Go to podcast. Yo, sa itlhokeng, mara we rata.
Podcast e sana mosola ene ya go heletsa data.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jonny Pula and Triccs show. I am Jonny Pula.
And I'm Tricks.
Yeah, guys, the Jonny Pula and Triccs show. Yeah.
no.
Wow. Yeah. All right, guys.
Oh yeah. You know, man, we are never alone. The first lady in studio.
Yeah,
on today we have Luhle.
Come on, let's make some noise for Luhle. Yeah. Come on, yeah.
Shout out, man. Shout out. Such an honor.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Thank you so much, guys. The honor is all mine, actually. Hey, pleasure is all mine.
So what did you expect more podcasting and comedy?
Pink for sure,
Really?
but
You're
my
on
favorite
theme.
color is not pink.
What's your favorite color?
Shades of purple.
What is shades of purple? Is it like
It's
Indigo.
for sure.
Auka.
Lavender, lilac.
What?
Lavender and
I thought
lilac.
lilac is somebody's name, like a Bible name.
No.
Lilac.
Lilac.
Teacher the lilac.
Ke purple o ka re ha ba. I want to suit dating ya no no ene.
Hate. Miranda. How are Miranda?
I don't know if Miranda is
I think
shade of
Miranda is a
purple.
drink,
Oh.
an orange drink.
No, it's a shade of color, trust me.
Anyway, guys, yo, man, let's welcome Luhle. Yo, man, so nice to have you on the studio, right? Let's start. But we need to start from the bottom.
Yeah, we need to get
We
to
like
know you.
like before
Alright,
I
some
go,
of it, yeah.
most of us know your voice from radio. Guys, this is how she looks, guys. Yeah, that's
I was gonna keep this a secret. I was okay. For starters, I'm very short. Now they're gonna find out.
Yeah,
My feet can't even touch the ground.
You're the first person to swing your legs.
Literally.
30 years of existence. Ke nayo, ke heletsa.
All right. So, like, in case they don't believe you, do something Yarona FM. Just say something like,
Say something radio-y.
Hi, my name is Luhle, and good things happen to me.
what? I hope the station doesn't sue us. That's our trade.
Hey man, we're too broke to be sued. I really want to talk about sue. That's another yeah. We are those
But yeah.
guys. So now we want to talk a little bit about you. Like, grew up in Francistown.
Kinda.
Kind of. Guy. Let's talk about school, primary, high
Well-
school, senior school.
Yeah, I was born in Francistown.
Yeah.
Stayed there for a couple of years. Moved to Mahalape. That's where I started my primary school.
Okay.
And then moved back to Francistown. So I think, yeah, let's go Francistown sounds so solid. And then moved to Gaborone in 2013, November. Yeah, since then, I've been- Kana la e rata kgang ya gore re tile ka di-varsity akere? No.
Like and I'm proud. I'm proud.
No, ke tsile dikolo di tswetse ne ke sa tsene gope. Ne ke sa itse gore a ke pasitse ka ne ke tseitse. So sekolo se nkithetse, but yeah, I moved because of tertiary school, and then 3 years later my parents moved to Gaborone, and then yeah, we started staying here for real.
For real. Yeah,
Yeah.
no Kurumota Jeps.
Nah, ke haven't dwell with rural roots in Jack. I mean, I haven't dwell with rural roots. I think Francistown will always be home, you know. I mean, ke mokalaka, so I can never stay in gaps for real.
real,
Doesn't
yeah,
make
you
sense.
You had the little Russia like more than 12 months.
Re thapa ga fo ka letsatsi.
But I got now 2 weeks so utlwe skala kana like handle betsa ya gona. Like you know dog right.
My ancestors,
My ancestors dog. That's why like I don't think anga ka move la go Europe ya na dog. Ya go skala kala man.
So yeah, I'm a bit. Now, because we're always trying to get some juicy stories, man. Triccs are no so good blend. Like you were like the ringleader, and so like I want to hear like just an interesting story. You don't have to drop any names. Like a nice memory that you remember now.
I guess this is nice. It my childhood, bruh.
Tell me something interesting, yeah, from back in the day. Like just something that maybe we get to know more about you.
I mean, this is a life I prefer thinking like it never happened.
Yeah.
But
That's the
like,
old
evidence is following me.
ya ka utla go.
So, nigga sa utule daga. I was the first Form 1 student go staff room.
Oh.
The first Form 1 student to be given manual work, right? And manual work, this whole case in my best friend and Kim Siman.
What's his name? What's his name?
No, I can't
I remember I know Zivi, and here's the thing. Tando, I remember my first memory of Tando. Yeah. Like we could have a Form 1 because we were doing Form 2. Oh, look at this little crazy hand. So this one time, I think I was studying and why hit a quantera, and somebody says, "Yeah, this is the Tando." I'm like, this is
Probably dynamite comes in small packages.
until I met I'm not Tobu again. I don't know Abu. I Abu at Tando. Or I'm tell I'm last thing from 3 you like Tando. What are you doing?
Vision. And I had a bazar examate and a market so saturated and a force or a cool time. What
like you're the way you talk to people is not new. So basically it's I'm not going there.
No.
You're very direct. Yeah, that's what I picked up.
I'm gonna be very honest with you in terms of my character and personality, right? So my personality is who I decided to become. My character is who I am, you know. And then when it comes to Naki Buela, like I was bullied in primary school.
Shame, man.
I was bullied, but it wasn't the crazy bully. I go gate him. I know from primary. No, was no can trust. Never that. And if I write my notes and finish up before her, do you know that trauma?
So you had to write slower than this girl.
And if you don't answer my parents are very strict. Kalanga Botswana cultured parents. And every day I come every day. So I'm fast out getting every day.
What's about one
day no at least I say la re le bata madi ke tise madi ano ne ke re kare ke le bolelo re ke atise late mara le skala ntira ya
what's going on
ke bala ke re ya no ke motshwere ke motshwere. So since then and then I just grew up feeling like I'm not going to let anybody bully anybody in my presence, you know. So I think I just let that character or that mindset embody me so much that let's go. So from primary to now junior, I mean, I moved to Francistown, Kabalastana 6. I go to Kutzen Primary School. That was a hot primary school. It's giving English medium. Now I moved to Slalokosi. White City, I'm you in the ghetto. I stay in Dongam, I'm from Khushap. I know I'm exposed to environments, steady sharp. Never that. It took me a lot for my parents to buy me this wine tola. So I think that's where it now continued. Form 4, Form 5, Form 3, Form 2.
Until now.
No. Then I found God and then I remembered I'm a princess. I don't need to be having like such a character. So I think that's why right now company everywhere because I'm like, ish.
Why kids? You are going to lesser.
You're presenting.
Yeah, I'm like, I got this because I meet you there.
No.
So because we want to get into like the the stuff what you're doing right now. Before you got onto radio. Triccs are only she officer.
Hey.
Is it? I don't know.
That's why I have a helmet. Like, why
Trigger? Stay safe in the studio. I have to keep the space safe.
Inspectors, we are your hazards.
So, tell us about like that moment in your life. What is and as a young person, like I always thought she officer like I never thought I'd meet a young she officer.
I didn't even know what that was. Hey, in and out. Quick. I get heads from 5, to be honest. What I wanted to be was a sexologist.
What is that?
What is that? A sexologist is somebody who, it's like a psychologist, but we're talking sex, right? And this was inspired because growing up, I used to like reading Cosmopolitan, Men's Health, and Women's Health. I just wanted to learn about our different bodies and just culture around bodies, growing, sex, and, all that. Because I believe sex
Can you
is
attempt saying that in Kalanga quickly?
Try. So and I used to say my first work environment is going to be Koprizini, that's where
because there's a lot of sex happening in Koprizini.
and sometimes ga se gore wa bona o plan gore na wena le mjita same time same sex, but then I need to be there to just teach you gore okay, decide if you want to be okay with it or it was just a now thing, you know, but still appreciating
raped,
what sex is about. Or you got raped. No, go prison ha ibitse rape.
What is it called?
No.
You got
Give me help.
O jela box so sabad. A se rape go no.
Go jetse dog wa
One
renka
time
Bullied into some.
you got bullied into something.
So yeah, Form 5 came. I didn't do well. Writing my math and sciences again was a no. I gotta get naked in a school 2 years ago. I work at the whole Because now we do that 10 months. Made you go no like 2 years ago. So I didn't write again. So I had to choose a course, right? Yeah. So Kirari ke Phetso Form 5, the privilege of choosing
failure is
something.
like failed or like just low points?
Low points.
Okay.
I wasn't crazy fail. You know, and the privilege of choosing course I came really wasn't given like that. So yeah, my uncle comes home and my mom's like, yeah, no. She officer and mine no here.
Mine no kana go tsone.
Kona to call. Mine no here and how so ha wa gonna le maloma go rapa ke calculate ke re
Ke a tsena gone.
no man, I was not interested.
O se tsene mo si
Ke re bogolo like sexologist ke te go nna detective mara go nna le
detective.
No matter what's
because I watch NCIS all the time. I'm in love with that.
Oh,
But next
nice.
time go nna le police. Ne ke se ka bo ma DIS eng tse di go di mama.
Yeah, no go no detective ni lord, that's the closest you could get.
Because I mean
Mari, go you are a dreamer chana.
Yeah, dude, like
you
you
are
read a book and be like, you know, I want to be this.
You are like where you get inspired. Inspire. Wa inspirational.
I see the points is silly. I think we would have found
No,
Botswana's
honey,
first
see-
sexologist.
For real. But I might mess around and go get that.
Yeah, right.
I might mess around and go get that.
Gonna have to go back and do physics and maths again and
Biology.
biology.
Sexologist tera physics. Some biology.
foundation you have to.
Foundation you right oh.
Yeah, so I started my certificate in occupational health and safety all the way to the top, progression and stuff, and then I finished, took a gap year. I remember my parents were applying. Because also studies are costly, I'm finding myself. I didn't apply for a job for the whole year after I completed my studies, actually. And that it was crazy because when I graduated, I had a retake. Then I got a job, my first job. Hey, that was big money. Hey, that was crazy big money, dog.
Was it around COVID?
Nah, before COVID, that was 2018, if not 19, somewhere there. Hey, that was big money. Next up, hey, but like a calculator was zero,
Two.
but zero, 5 hours.
Ooh, so it was a 6-figure number. Nice. Nice. Not bad. Not bad.
Happy for she officer. Like I para le karapa le lemon too. And that was
salary.
And what's crazy was that first job I was in Silibe Pikwe. I was retaking anatomy and I was doing that mochaboroni. So every Wednesday came over saying get a classing after classing. And I was okay with that. I would study even on the bus, you know.
Copy that 5 zeros, man.
And that inspired me. I was like, hey, boy, if I work hard, I become graduate for real. Zero more. Zero. Take my hell out. Got graduated. That was the best time of my life. I just couldn't get myself to apply for a job.
Now, how did broadcasting find you now?
That's not broadcasting.
From a 0 to 5 to being behind the mic.
And that's so funny because I got my first job in 2020, right? March. But then in 2020, January, I used to... So growing up, Helen and my dad would we chill in the car every Friday night. So I think chill in the car Friday night, listen to music until in the morning, until my mom So now 2020, I'm in the car and I'm saying, I literally play music, and then I start speaking. Play music, and then I start speaking. You know? And then all of a sudden, I get a call from VVA. It's like, hey, Bon, I'm doing something with Moana Pictures. Pull through to the studio. I get about something. What? Yeah. So while we're recording VV stuff, I don't even remember VV stuff, bruh. I got Moana Pictures. Kiri, a TV show with the radio feel wise.
Yeah.
Mama, tell you so quick. Don't know, like I want my headphones, but the mic, but the camera.
Visionary.
But okay, no problem. What do you want to call it? Get it for real, buddy. I get a tea trends on a Thursday.
Nice.
That's how I started. I did tea trends on Thursdays, every Thursday. I enjoyed it so much.
So you used to be in the studio
all the time, every Thursday.
Man, this is a special room. This is a special studio.
Dude, this is my home.
Yeah.
And then I think that's where I just got the confidence of everything else. I got to realize what I really like, what I don't like. And then I got the opportunity to audition for Yarona FM. One of my partners from Palape Clap Your Hands organizers sent me this, like, try this. It's in radio, Brayak. Pass it to my friend. And then I tried. First trial, I got in.
Nice.
And then made it to top 40, top 20. And what's crazy, when I was in the last lap of the auditions or interview or whatever, the training at Yarona FM, the same day, I was the last person, that was July 30th of 2022. I wanted to quit, so I was typing a message. While I'm typing a message, but I'll send it easy. He was by then program's manager. I want to quit. I don't fit in. Hey, but we are going to DSTV. I didn't meet Gala, Met Gala. Hey, the big
you. And you're just there like, yeah.
Let's go France Town. I can't fit in. I don't have DSTV. No. No, not give you because I went to look and learn nursery school. But that was just about it. I felt like I wasn't as cool as everybody else. You know, I wasn't exposed. I remember was a cigar in Pakalane.
Yeah, one of those clubs. Yeah.
Where is that? Like a director, one mall. You know, so I wanted to quit. Funny enough, that same day, that's when I got my contract. Got a call like, no, come through on Monday to carry your contract.
Because you probably had that thing that all those kids had.
Yeah, and I remember him calling me and he said, you got it. And do you know why you got it? It became like, genuinely, I think it's because I'm an egg. It's like, what do you mean? Well, you know there's something good inside, but you need to crack the egg outside. Because potential. It's just that, I'm fitting into a whole lifestyle now, you know. So that's how radio started.
And then, but like, how do you feel about it now? From the starting it on some, I want to do this, and now you're living the life. You are inside. You are on like you're on a national platform.
You say something in the country.
You say one thing, and then you know you have a, you know.
Hey, it's crazy because Jonny Radio, you are told not only being told. I mean, I grew up with Zizi Panther in Mahalape, you know. So that's one girl I follow. So I knew her journey, how she joined radio. Weekending. So I started with weekend. I mean, she offers a job. So obviously the slot they could give me is a weekend. So I did 9 to 12, Fridays and Saturdays. And automatically I knew how my 5 years to make it to weekday. I didn't, bruh. Literally 12 months later.
Inside.
Yeah, I got an offer to do weekday, prime time, lunchtime drive, 12 to 3 p.m. I'm like, are you sure? I remember I used to go to Mr. O's office. I'm like, hey, sure. And he's like, are you questioning my talent? Are you questioning my job? I'm like, no, we're not jaga or blind. I get sure. So yeah,
that's dope, man.
Did prime time. It was crazy, man. I was finding myself and can I get to go shorts? I mean, I remember my first show was called Muzwani. The second one, Nerozwan. And I've never been Muzwani.
What?
Because my parents are strict, yo. Radio show 9 to 12 Muzwani. So it was like a Muzwani show. Playlist was giving exactly that for Muzwani. Try the beat. The second show was called The Beat, same time slot. Now when I got this one, show name. Don't judge. I had no name. And then one day I said, The Good Life. So you need to explain, okay, what is it about? Say, I'm a superstar, and I'm creating my good life, and I'm bringing it. I was joking, and he's like, yeah, good one.
Your name.
Yeah, one Mr. O.R.A. Good life. Create and maintain a good life. What is that?
Now you're in there.
Hey, yeah.
So now, do you have like any like interviews, like, you know, like I see you talk to people every day, nah?
Every
do you have like an interview and what?
Okay, but when I got feedback from the street, I recall on the interview, I am Maralona. So I was interviewing this other.
You don't need to say the name if you don't want.
No, it's not a name. I'm trying to remember. The hype man, the MC, the promoter. No. Can I about stage about mic about ayebo? Like I don't know if you some are MC, some are hype man. So I don't know.
Let's call them ayebo.
Ayebo.
Are you ready?
Obviously the vibes are giving. interview ele. Kare lala makaya. That day. I remember asking one small question. I said, so what do you think about entitlement? The Yarona Radio banana more entertainment industry. I was on Ara come again. Triccs.
I call.
Can you feel it?
That's a feeling.
So yeah, that was a crazy. I think also listen, we are in our respective aspects of life and what we are pushing. Ra flourish, ra dope, ra go deep. But if you're gonna bring me an interview that I'm not comfortable, maybe it's the language, English, but it doesn't mean I'm anything less than my own craft.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, that was one of the crazy moments I had to learn while I'm doing wig time. I'm like,
I know
dangerous. You know. My radio crazy moment. Yeah, me ke snap in studio. Ke bueling, ke shapeling kanta ka later mic.
Oh, I did. You know what I did, my love?
No well wine.
Malo never ke sa pinging mic. Oh. No, lucky enough, I was just on the phone. Nedo ke player VN. So how's the TV mic? You can hear the music. It's kind of different. It's like lower. Ha ke ka VN and ke VN ngwe no gona se VN le gore e ka utlwa mo radio.
Ne ba go thala later. Kana plan ne etswa ha o chase.
No,
he works on Sundays.
It's a Sunday show, right? So I was talking to somebody. I'm busy texting.
Get a VN.
Yes, expose that. Like we can have an away. Like I heard her Sunday. I will listen. I can't do it. I can't do I think
it happens to literally the best of us. Hey, every single one. Procedure. Standard hela.
Yeah. So I'm trying to go back to you. Linky, my girl off. Was it like sending when you try to laugh at a voice note? We tell her how I record. Is it one of those moments?
Honestly,
I have to now fake all that energy.
But the thing with radio is you can't do it again. Yeah. What you had, we call it dead air radio. So no, who did you met here? So all of a sudden, you're gonna know her. So I have to play music. Let's move on.
Oh yeah. So most starting have a bua. But no more family feud.
Thank you for starting.
I see. Now we investigate.
Not investigate.
Google AI told us.
Could be.
I'll be sure at the end of the show, Halika Silim puts a singer or Allah investigator, right? Because 2024 was a solid year for me.
Not all both.
But okay, I don't know, man. Let's find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Hey? I guess sure.
So how sure Romo?
My family feud is like a Sunday have 7 so check. Yeah, and how to fire can now job so check it Monday.
So when do you want to share anything shooting the outside there? Like you don't have to tell us what happened in the show.
Oh, you're so convinced I was there.
Dog, I know. I know. I did my research.
Anyway, family feud Botswana. So my friend gives me
you on a I saw you. There was a trailer.
Yeah, I just thought about it. I'm like, hey, Kana. I was in the trailer. So my best friend calls me and is like, hey, Bonara, Tyler, more family Yarona. I can really family thing. Come through. So now I come through as an extra. So, and then we go for the interview. The thing was on the phone in auditions, and then going to meet the team without Mozadi. The team in No. The team was met in Botswana. That hotel by Airport Junction.
Yeah, I think Town Lodge.
No, the other one.
Yes,
that one. So we are there, and who do the introduction? So every time Hotzana Nahatsi Halaker, Haki Kulaker, Hanakes Khoa. And then we move to the other room. Goes on, and as soon as I introduce myself, that lady literally looked at me. The camera guy stopped shooting, and then everybody says, "So you're Luhle?" Kera no, my game South Africa. Back I see so negative tranda match. Kera yeah, I'm Luhle. But oh, no, nice to see you. See. Kere, thank you. And then my best friend has this thing. She'd say, "Yeah, remember you're on radio." So everybody get, is that deep? Okay. Yeah, nice to meet you too. I know. I bumped into your social media when I was researching about Botswana. I get hey. And at that time, I think I had about 5K, 4K. I'm like, okay. And then they went through. They got an email 3 days later. It's like, yeah, your family made it through, but you can't have Luhle on the team. Wasn't I broken? And no explanation, nothing.
Is it because of your social media?
I didn't even ask. I couldn't ask. I was so broken, dog. 2 weeks later, Mr. Or Shapaka WhatsApp text, Ario Luhle, Family Feud wants you in SA. I'm like, there's no way. Nah.
Oh, so there's probably, we can't have her with this family.
You know, and then
nice.
the lady actually now sends me a direct email to say, now you see why we couldn't have you with that family. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like, yeah, no. So apparently, celebrities, like, yeah, no, celebrities don't play for family, they play for charity. So initially, way before Family Feud family auditions began. So we were just shocked to see you there. So that's how everything unfolded. So yeah, we went to SA. We shot. It was amazing. It was beautiful, man. I don't drink alcohol. Crazy enough.
Around here, like around somewhere.
I don't know. We stayed in different villas. But yeah, I think they. Come on. Okay. No. I think in DSTV Delicious. So yeah, I mean we didn't all come back. Others went to DSTV Delicious. But what's the fine, good, and best, ne. Also, we stayed in a crazy.
So how was like the whole experience? So how about Buama thing, ne? How about Buama thing?
Yeah.
At
the episode, it might not air. It might not air.
No air.
I'm not clearing any rumor unless they say I wasn't looking hot.
That's all that matters. Not fine.
Making it dangerous. But family, have you watched Family Feud? What happens is you can get everything right and I get everything wrong, and I get one right and I get your points.
Oh yeah.
So bale baba bali ne bad, and then they managed to get one right. But 30 points is what. So we had to start afresh. Unfortunately, but that was such a beautiful experience. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, for somebody who grew up playing Monopoly because next say no, le Family Feud but all slow now. You know, you think outside the box. Yeah.
30 seconds.
Scramble.
Scramble of Africa. So, this is a comedy podcast. We like asking stupid questions, ne? So, like, I want to find out. You know, like, we like rather find out. Or like, so, when Nahela as a pretty handed like yourself.
Thank you.
Would you rather date like a broke or ali broke? Good looking, just nice guy.
Everything's there, physically.
He's
broke.
He's broke.
Broke and unemployed.
Yes. Are well broke.
Are okay or spunala or Sarakawa she get weekend.
What's wait? Wow. Zamaza. What was Zamaza?
He's broke.
And then or
the tender every 2-3 months.
And he's just broke. Or a rich nigga.
This is it. Balling like he's like beyond your imagination. He can get you anything you want, but he looks like this.
For me, that's a very complicated question because just to tell the billing, but has a priority. What really sets out for me in everything, friendship or platonic relationships and a solid relationship is character. So I want to know how broke man.
Let's say both of these guys have character.
Good one.
They have all the things, those things that are not on paper.
No.
It's
2025. If you asked me this question last year, maybe I'll grow with them. I can grow a little bit.
I'll grow.
I can grow a little bit.
I'll grow.
And and a house of bank life goes on. Yeah, no.
Can't breathe.
Why is it Charlie? Bob the Builder. Becoming Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
I get about becoming Mrs. MRS.
Are you speaking from trauma? Or like
No, have no trauma.
So you don't have any.
I'm speaking from
logic.
time and
From
logic.
logic.
Listen, not personally. I used to say before I got my first job, I used to say I'm not going to date at that time because I was like, I don't want to be a liability. And I don't want you giving me breadcrumbs and you expect me to appreciate just because I can do it for myself. I don't have money, but I have good taste.
Yeah.
So rather give me nothing. Don't give me a zero. And I am forced to submit to nonsense because you can elevate me to your best ability. Leave me alone.
Tsa tlhogo ngwanaka. Tsa tlhogo.
And that's why I get
The trouble with the character.
Finish.
O ka lapa.
Abaya counseling
Oh my
le
God.
tšhelete.
Okay, sharp. Another
Man.
question.
Okay, another question, right? Let's say these are the only jobs in society now. Let's say it's either you're a slave or there's no options like what we
Yeah.
have nowadays. Ne? These are the only two jobs. Ne? Ke go epa mesele, like digging holes and like that's your job. Or what is the other one? To sell weed. Either sneak money or epa mesele. These are only two careers you could pick.
I think for me, Huapamusela is just okay. Anka Pamusel. I
Okay.
get we didn't torongo.
Hey.
I know ke Pamusel.
How about it?
Marco weeding right somebody cover now. Return on profits.
Right now, you can get the. How
Are
listening, man? You can get that guy with the body, you broke. You don't need the trouble.
Botsa a re khelo re tšhelete go e ka. E kwa eno kae? O kwa. Ai kae?
Okay, fine. One random question. Yeah. One random question. Majitaba kile ba go lwala? Like, have you ever had been like majitaba le two ba go batla
And they physically hit
and
each
now are
other.
physically hearing each other?
No.
Or have they actually maybe a bit of an
Oh, can I hold
altercation?
Nali beef? Yeah.
Actually, no, it has happened.
That's sick. If not okay.
Crazy. Hey,
Those poor
Wanda.
guys, she almost forgot.
Imagine anyone about
No, I think it was because I wasn't talking to the other guy or anything.
That guy was willing to
He
fight
was
for you.
just
That's
trying
what
to share, la, bruh. And I was like, politely, no, I highly appreciate your expression of interest. Unfortunately, this building is closed.
Yeah.
Next, I deleted the message. Ke hite se. Njaka ete kwa e ba le re, roommate ya me ke nga go ntsaya yana. Dia ba le ko Vegas. Ida le batho di bula ba re. Bruh, it's 2014. Ke simola first year la lwa le mo Vegas le maie mang.
Did the other guys know that? Did the other guy know why he was getting hit?
I think he had a feeling. I mean,
we really cherry. I mean,
he had a feeling. I'm there. He walks in and his roommate is there. We are all there. Bra, re heletse ko policing ya UB. Ke tsena ko lapeng so re explain gore ke tswa ka ke nna ke wa curfew ya 6. Ke simla kere and then anke ka bua re ka jola le bari ele ntse lwantsha le bari se le for me. But yeah, that was a cute moment.
It actually makes you feel good like, when men get physical about it.
No, it doesn't. Last time when I did bar right now, I think about it, I'm like, hey, Lona, let's not cheap.
Okay, no, but like before we wrap it up, like I'm gonna bring this up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because that's in the back of everybody's mind.
It's like I gotta get that trend my dog, right?
Every single year, come much.
How much
Yeah.
You
what
did say
trend?
this, yeah.
Much one trend lang.
Much. What 2025 gora gore re tsela tenkile go tirong spring has sprung ne re off air getting compliments next one let's tarasone se but wena o ntse montanga di color tsa makalaka. So I mean this is a conversation we're having off air. It's a solid because I'm the only kalanga at my workplace actually. Yeah, cops is gone. So I was comfortable with them saying that to me. It's not that deep. They don't mean no harm. And then I think I forgot because we were having that conversation. On air. Slip of a tongue, genuinely.
Yeah.
And then somebody took it to Twitter. I mean, I don't Twitter no more. I got a screenshot in the morning and
o ithela dikgang tsa
I was like, hey, son, you should have listened.
mo X
Max, eh.
ba mo X re ba santse ba le teng
So that was the trending for this. I was like, oh, kaborite show yo.
Do they even know that you're Galanga?
I don't think they do. If somebody said that, I was like, also every Monday I have a feature called Subtitles. We literally learn all languages in BW.
Oh, nice.
You know, so yeah, that was a slip of a tongue. So I did trend.
and then martialist
I don't remember. I have bad memory. I have bad memory. Been single for a while, and you know when you're single for a while, you can't think straight. Yeah, but I just trend for like a week, yo.
no
My numbers grew, if that's what you want to ask. And my numbers grew, and you got to know me, you know?
no I've always been knowing you.
The camera crew got to know me.
And it was one of those I don't remember the exact words you said, right? But it was about a particular artist.
Why do you keep saying that? It wasn't about any particular. It was about music. Okay,
it was
you
about,
said artist. You didn't say individual. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Right.
about no. You don't think this person sounds good on the song, right? And they should try something else. I think.
Nah, I didn't say it like that.
Like okay, but can you?
But I mean, I do appreciate how you kind of had it. It's almost in line, but I didn't say it like
okay,
that.
how did you say it?
12 months ago.
Old news.
I don't remember. And I was speaking it in English, and it takes long to translate from Tswana Kalanga English. Yeah,
Okay, no, cool. There's no sweat. Anything you want to ask?
Do you have an agency, like modeling thing, like?
Yeah, that's the
Tell us
thing.
about that.
It's not a modeling agency.
Yeah, tell us about it.
The Butterfly Promotional Agency.
Yes.
Ish. Yeah, so one time I was going through depression. It was severe. It was bad. I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't wear like things that exposed my skin because I had fear of cutting myself.
Major.
So you
And
were
then-
thinking about things
Yeah,
like that.
a lot.
Yeah,
So I
that's scary.
couldn't wear anything because every time I see my skin, I'm like, maybe it'll numb the pain. I get la vein ya mokalaka ha ena deep clever. Yeah. So I woke up one day. I was like, yeah. So I want a pet name. I like people who call me with pet names. You know, I was like, I want to be called Butterfly, the Butterfly. So yeah, I was the Butterfly. That was 2017, and then I broke up with my long-term relationship, 6 years. Yeah.
My man.
Kgaoganele, Brian. Ene ke dula lo ka re ke a Pompong. A isa kwa Mpong. Le gompieno ke santse ke le segametse. And then I dated my childhood best friend. Very like childhood, like ko Mantwaneng.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that is really dope, right?
That's dope.
So we dated for 3 years, 3 months. Ilela hela ke ne ke hlanya. That's where the depression happened. So I remember one
O
day.
depressed ke o jole le motho 6 years. O mo tlohele
That
ka
guy
ra o
fought- that
gametse.
guy
The guy
fought
who
for you.
fought for you. O jole le motho 3 months. A go depress.
In 90 days.
Usually me, the 6-year guy, dog. I usually mutole feel like
Like dog, you tried your best, my dog, but
I don't know. I know it has nothing to do
Hey,
with
he
it.
cheated all the time. Can you relax? Yeah. And then I'm trying to get over him, right?
After 6 years, after 6 years, hey,
Relationship in a hill
Yeah,
4
we're
or
listening.
5.
Yeah.
So, ke depressed again. Ke tloga le school.
this guy.
Hey.
Una.
Ke tsena
He did the
sekolo ko
things.
maga 4 in a month. I ke tertiary ba smo mama mpotsa gore o mo lapeng. And
can
that
understand
time,
that, yeah.
funny enough, my healing place was in Beused, in Palape, all the time. I get our calendars next, so I was always in Beused. So I'm in PY, and that time I'm thinking, I'm not. I felt like I was shallow. You know, when you're hurt by somebody, you start feeling less of yourself. And I wanted to prove to him that I'm not just that. I'm like, and then I had auditions. Actually, I went to auditions for some agency, Wildflower agency. And then I made it. At the last, there's this thing with me in the last trial. I'm like, I don't want this. So I genuinely didn't want this. And then they actually replied me. They're like, yeah, we didn't get you. I'm like, thank God. now I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have my own agency. Guess what it's called? The Butterfly.
Nice.
That's how I started. The Butterfly Promotional Agency 2018 in PY, and my first client was Palape Clap Your Hands, Majestic Hotel, Mokoto wa Lesoso event. From Palape Clap Your Hands.
What does your agency
What do you provide?
What do you provide?
We provide innovative and effective integrated brand marketing and promotional solutions.
We just thought, we heard, you just get like very beautiful girls.
So now I get a
Yeah, I know.
like if you don't want to like that party.
Yeah, but what did you say? Promotional and what?
Brand marketing.
Integrate the brand marketing.
Effectively.
Alright.
So yeah, get the usher and I get the event hostesses, get the brand ambassadors. I usually say, and I don't mean it in a bad way. I started toning it down this year, clearly. But I used to say, because you can't look like me. I feel like I'm a 6/10. Give me a 10 or nothing.
Which she sounds like a pimp, dude. She sounds like a pimp.
She's a pimp.
No, when I say a brand ambassador, this person is gonna represent your brand out there, mostrating, giving out flyers, you know, and welcoming your VIP people. She can't look like a 6. She needs to be a 10 or nothing.
I had a 6 year. Makeup, or palette, Nando's.
She's a friend.
Right.
Sounds like you are a
Makeup and
and I don't know she's done. But yeah, I have that, man, and it's a solid. I love marketing. Funny enough, I love marketing. Like I flourish with marketing. I love convincing you that I can sell anything, even you. And water, and ice, and anything. Your company, your CEO, I can sell anything. I love that. I get rekisi di gadget.
I've always got stuff to sell.
Yeah. Funny enough, I prefer selling ideas than products.
Oh.
Yeah, I sell concepts.
Ideologist.
I can sexologist. So yeah, I like it. It has grown, and I'm thinking of. I don't want to say step back, but I don't want to be the managing director. I just want to be the director. Yeah, because I now have radio, I have TV, I have the Butterfly. I'm finding myself. A lot.
Finding yourself.
Why find basically?
No, I find.
Because I actually want to find myself too one day. I'm finding myself.
How you want to
I don't know. Maybe I need to find myself too. How do you do that? What's the process do you do? What's the process?
What's your finding yourself process?
GPS.
I mean, I'm a she officer by profession, right? I am a radio presenter in practice. I recently became a TV presenter. I have a TV show. That's a whole so I produce and present my TV show. And that was a crazy thing. I never saw it coming. So finding myself, I'm like, what do I do? I'm an MC, and it took me a while to accept. I'm not an I. What?
Yeah.
So because get high, but that book event. Why is that? No, I can't. Can I social anxiety? For real. Corporate bid.
The one thing about big events is like there's always that drunk guy. I'm working, dog.
Hey, so like the upcoming events, it's a double. How can you mind? But big stuff.
So how you want to go? You're finding yourself. Are you trying to let go of certain things, or what is the goal of finding yourself?
So last year, 2024, I actually let go of being a people pleaser. I let go of friendships that didn't work for me. I don't want to say cut off is such a bitter, strong word, but I let go of family members that were not feeding me. I let go of a lot of stuff. So I'm finding myself. I let go of habits that. They don't grow me, and I kept habits that I felt like they grow me. I don't drink. I've never.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, cool. But I don't mind going to the club. But last year I was like, I love you guys, but let's go hang out. What happened to house parties? And before 9 after 9. So I let go of a lot of stuff, and procrastination being one of the things I'm working on. I'm such a lazy hand. I even clean my house after 10 p.m. on a Friday. Generally cleaning laundry.
Productive, yeah. So
I'm productive. Brainstorming everything.
You are just like taking naps.
Why taking to hell? I bring nothing to the table. Yeah,
Dude,
so
this
that's
was
what
such
I'm
a
working
fun
on.
Yeah,
conversation.
man, actually quite insightful too.
This was such a fun conversation.
You're a lot more than what you come off across. Like you come off like just a radio girl. I don't know. There's like so many layers too.
That's why I think that's why TV was I was a bit skeptical about it before we signed contest. They're like, are you going to be the presenter? I'm like, yeah. I mean, when it's your dream, you want to push it at the front,
Fully,
And then you're like, hey, but I'm not ready for people to know this is Luhle like that. Like, incredible Facebook posts, Yarona FM, that thing. Now it's every Friday on TV. But I'm learning to be okay and comfortable. TV is actually my first love.
Oh yeah.
You did say radio was not your first love.
Yeah, nah. Radio, my girl.
I
You've
can
been
go
so
go when
good
with
too.
sexology, le detective. You can now become a sexologist one day. Write a script, only sexologist. I agree. Then you act.
Yeah, no. Cosmopolitan halawe bala udor hata sexologist to wile wa bona no bari nka topela mahuko. Go ka tswa something here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
We can wrap it up. Do you want to ask the question?
Which one? We have like a ritual question. One last dumb one.
One last
one. Let's say there's a new village, just not 20 kilometers from your village. What would you call that new village? A Kalanga name. Come up with a new name of a brand new village.
Kunsha.
Kunsha.
What does that mean?
No, actually, I would call it Kunsha.
Yeah, Kunsha.
Or
maybe I would call it Nsha, and then Ku is when you are telling somebody Kunsha. Yeah.
New. Oh, I thought it was new like
Nah.
No.
Like,
I'm big with family. I'm very family orientated, and I'm big with starting my own family. So like things like Nsha is bringing the people together, and family is not always blood, So I'm big with that. So I would call any village even if it's Kostana, because like it's a new place
So
bringing
Nsha primary
people.
school.
no, it sounds legit.
How we are Kostana habor. Kwa we are tate be Kunsha be linkwitindi bo shebedu.
Can you do like a radio broadcast like official? Hey, official. This is like
Official.
breaking news.
Official RB3 Kalanga only. Ono kana wa botshere slot sa motshegare.
Dumilangwana mind okudumilisa ndile mo RB3 zina langu ndi Luhle nditinde kuzibise kuti timu khutango eno ale tshaka milashe aha tizibise neko zwethu zinoshingikala mukhawulo yedu ale kuti wakanditedza uli mumota nditi zikwebele pejo udaluke ungine nasu she awena webo mikumbulo iyo tithame kuti shango yedu
Kalanga radio station.
as much as I'm Kalanga, I don't think it's giving. No.
It's already
No.
RB3
Yeah.
No, but that sounds nice. That was official.
Thank you so much,
Come on,
guys.
thank you for coming.
honoring
through.
our invite and like
we sort of
sharing
came on time.
your life with us and stuff. Yeah.
Thank you so
podcast
much.
na mosola podcast eta go yala nako. But
I don't think this one is gonna get you trending like that. Hopefully they don't chop apart AJ Pisa.
No, listen, I'm gonna trend, just not in a bad way.
Yeah,
you
should
know.
trend for a good
And
thing.
they might not make noise about it, but also I'm gonna. You know why? Because my name is Luhle, and good things happen to me.
Yeah.
because good things
This
happen
episode
to you.
is blessed,
All
guys.
the time.
This is our
Thank you
breakthrough
so much,
episode, guys.
guys.
This is our breakthrough episode. Yeah?
Kaya, kalit na kailangan mo zula.
All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
man.
Hey guys, there's a skit. There's a skit after the thing.
No, I patalle a so re masika after all.
Oh yeah, le lebeleng di dilo tsa rona tlhaba.